Yellow just walking in the house in my road, gotta make her put it on. She don't like wearing clothes, just left Concord, North Carolina. I was licking on booty in a whole lot of vagina. Eat a boozer with some ice cream, she'll remember you. Ice Cube make it chip, shiver like the winter do.
See me with the crew, I done get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move, make a move.
What up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, with another Rikers Island story, man. True event that occurred when I was in 3. Low? Yeah, it was in 3 low. It was in 3 low, because I was about to say 3 upper. But when I was in 3 upper, it was a Spanish dude named Juju, and we had the same name. And we had like a funny, like little, like rivalry because of that. That was in 3 upper, the sign our house. So this was in 3 lower. And C74, for the most part, the longest I ever stayed in one crib, maybe 3 or 4 months. But due to the fact that I wasn't the type of person that had people do things for me, and I always was doing stuff myself, popping it off at all these crazy times, no matter what's going on, and I might randomly get jumped for going against the grain. I always end up getting packed up around like 90 days, so I pretty much was in almost every house. I didn't get jumped in every house. A lot of times I popped it off and got packed up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but anyways, this is 3 low, right? So, and all of this ironically happened within like a month and a half. So this is a story about the undercover Crip who came into the island. Crip, right? Nobody knew it was a secret. I guess he folded his flag, maybe. He knew already what it was on the island. The Bloods run everything. It's rare you gonna go to a house and find Crips that run the crib. Maybe you'll find a Crip or 2 that's holding weight, maybe, but running it and having the most clout, most likely not, especially in C74 adolescent. Now, but he turned Crip, right? I mean, now he turned Crip. He came in Crip. He was tough in the beginning, though. He was official. He could fight, all that, right? He turned blood. He rode the wave, right? There was this wave with this particular gang set. I'm going to get into that, right? There was a wave, right? Right? He started putting in pain, right? Beating up on Crips, right? Becoming very, very oppressive towards other people, right? But then he got exposed for being Crip. And that's something that you don't do. So what happens is, they sent a missile at him. They sent somebody to do something very bad with him, and that's slash his face with a scalpel. And then I'll tell you the onslaught after that. But the main goal of the story is I want people to understand the consequences of joining the Bloods and the Crips, and how, if you choose to, most people consider this to be a very, very, very serious situation, you know what I'm saying? And also, by becoming a gang member or wanting to be a gang member, a lot of times for you to even get put on, you have to come into it doing something very, very foul to somebody else. And that's part of the story too. Without further ado, let's get to it, man. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. Let's get it. So anyways, this 3 lower, so we chilling, everybody chilling. One day, a new dude comes in, right? Dude tall, not like very, very, very muscular, but like dude has some weight on him, right? Light-skinned dude from Queens. Not gonna say his name. It's irrelevant to the story. Plus, who knows what affiliation he had. If I say his name, then you remember his name. And then it's easy to spot him because it's that dude by that name with the cut on his face, right? So Anyways, this dude comes in. His energy is, like he official. When you've been on the island for some time, you could tell when either dudes is pretending to be tough, but when you put that pressure on them, right, they fold. You could tell when dudes is automatically pussy, right, and they gonna come in and submit immediately, right? Immediately, right? And then you could kind of tell when, dudes is official. So, dude comes in. He seems to already know everything about Rikers Island, because you see, sometimes certain people will come into the island, and as I've stated before in many videos, there's a seating arrangement. So, some dudes, they won't know how the island goes, so they'll go sit in the back just to mind their business, not even knowing that, you sitting on the dick. You sitting where the pussy boys sit, right? They wouldn't know that. Other dudes, they might have been on the island before, or they come in and somebody already told them what it is. So this dude, he already knew what it was, so he comes in. He's standing up. So when he's standing up, the Bloods, they question him. This is a blood run house. Blood/YG, right? As I stated before, the Bloods and the Gunners, most power in Rikers Island, C-74. Even if they was from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Harlem, anywhere, a lot of them still ended up being YG or was Blood. But anyway, the Bloods started questioning them, this, that, and the third. And it's like he knew everything he needed to say. He was like, yo, listen, I'm not with nothing. I'm not with nothing. I want to rock. I want to be on the team. Blah, blah, blah. Who I got to fight, right? So, boom. They have somebody fight. Somebody else who want to be on the team as well. They fought. Boom. He beats him up, right? Beats him up. They're like, all right, boom, you good. So, he good. He on the team. He chilling. He says, hey, listen, I want to be Blood too. Like, what? I got to fight again. Y'all got to jump me in. Like, I got to cut somebody, stab somebody. Like, what's the deal? He wanted to be a part of this particular set called Miller, right? Now, Miller was heavy when I was at C-74. Didn't hear nothing about them once I came home from jail, right? But they was heavy. And it's a point where it was just a wave, like mad dudes was Miller and they was turning mad other dudes Miller. I don't know what's the politics behind that. What big homies was telling them to do that. But it's like everywhere you went, you was hearing about new dudes turning Miller, dudes who was whole other blood sets turning Miller. There's also politics behind that. That's not really respected that much. That's not respected that much at all, especially by, like OG Bloods in the game, right? Who became Blood in the 90s, early 2000s, and was one set their whole life, right? But, Now, they like, oh, word? You want to be Miller? Boom, boom, boom. So, I remember the Bloods is talking about how they going to wait till a particular CO come, right, on a Saturday night, and they going to jump him in. For those of us who are familiar with gang culture, the Bloods, they jump you in for a certain amount of seconds, It could be 2 dudes, it could be 3 dudes, it could be up to 5 dudes, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But they jump you in. And once you get jumped in, you in, you feel me? And then they say it's blood in, blood out, Sometimes they really, really mean that though, you feel me? So, it's probably 2 days before this gang initiation is gonna happen. And I remember we go with the other side of 3 Lower, right? And we go to the gym. So by this point, he can continue to get chummy with the Bloods and all that. I remember pulling him to the side while nobody else looking. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you're official, you can fight. What you want to be Blood for? Because me, I'm somebody who, I've been on an island 9-10 months at this point. So for damn near a year, I didn't see the consequences of wanting to be blood, wanting to be Crip. Bloods versus Crips. I'm noticing all the negativity that comes from this, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, you don't really got to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm relating it to myself. I'm like, I got into a couple extra altercations, but you see me, like I'm good. Like, you see, like I earn my respect all over the building. You feel me? One fist fight at a time, one jump at a time, one jump at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get jumped no more, for real. Like, mostly where I go, people know who I am because they heard about me, and I at least get the respect of a one-on-one fade in almost all situations now. You feel me? Like, took me a while to get there, but I earned that. You feel me? You're like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling the movement. He ends up saying something like, I love this blood shit, right? Which is ironic because the way this story is going to turn, right? So, Saturday come, they jump him in, he blood, boom.